All right. Oh, it's wonderful. We got people already joining us. How about that? We gotta do a little better. We're doing. Hello, everybody. It's me and Tara tonight. Our beautiful Tish had to, as she said, do some mommy duties. So we're gonna hold down the fort tonight because we have an exciting show because we're going to be talking about men. Isn't that right, Tara? Men.
Absolutely. Men matter too.
That's right. And my name is Maria Lee Driver. I am the CEO of Riz O'Shea. And I created a product back in 2009, got into Whole Foods, and had 23 stores for 7 years. And I'm here to tell you that is a big change in my life. I was a cosmetologist I had 2 salons. Well, actually, altogether, I had 3. My last salon was in Philadelphia where I created a Riz O'Shea, and the rest is history. So that is my background, and I've been blessed with 2 lovely ladies who I met, one on the Portia Show, which is Tara, and she'll introduce herself tonight. And Tish, which is not with me, she's been using my product for over 7 years. I met her in her salon. So they are salon owners. I'm not, but I sell my products all over the world. So I'm here to tell you that we're looking to have an exciting night. Just talk about men, and we're gearing up for the holiday. Tara, can you believe it? It's like we've been doing this all year. We're coming up to the holiday. Can you believe that?
Time flies when you're having fun. Time flies. 2023.
Wow. We're going on to 2024 within what, 2 weeks? 2 weeks. And we want to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, yep, that's right. So you'll see us after tonight. You'll see us in the new year, which will be 2024. We'll be back January the 8th because Christmas is next Monday and New Year's Eve is on the following Monday. So we'll be enjoying our time with our family and our friends, but we will be back. I promise you, we didn't start this thing just to stop. We're going to keep moving on and sharing our knowledge and our expertise. So if you have any questions, please, put them in the chat box below. I'm on YouTube, so you guys can go ahead and type in your questions. We would love to answer questions. That's what we're here for. But we have our topics every week. So with that being said, I want Tara to introduce herself so you know exactly who you're talking to. Tara.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm Tara Oliver. I am owner and owner of T. Oliver Hair Studio. I'm located in Norcross, Georgia. I've been a master cosmetologist for the past 24, 25 years, and I'm a certified trichologist as well. And I have been practicing trichology for almost a decade now. And I'm just so excited every week as we, get on this platform and share some good news with you guys or good tips out here. Tonight we're talking about men, so that's going to be exciting because men matter too. I service men as well in the salon. Believe it or not, men come in for scalp treatments and hair services just as much as women do. So men want to be groomed as well. So I'm excited about our topic tonight and share. I know our audience is normally, consists of a lot of women, but we got good tips to get back to your men.
Right.
So
that's right. And because you want your man to look good, you want your sons to look good. That's very important to show them how to start the grooming when they're a young age. That's why I had a kids salon in Philly. And my young men, because I'm a barber as well, and I would cut the hair and I would have the shampoo and the conditioner. I had the lip gloss because Rihanna was out at that time. And, everybody's lip gloss was popping. So I had to make lip gloss for my girls. And the young men would sit in my chair and they said, Miss Maria, what do you have for us? So I end up creating a fragrance, which is called Silence. now, but when I first originally named it, it was called Rios. And when my son smelled it, my oldest son, he said, "Ma," he said, "this can't be no Rios." He said, "This stuff is the bomb. You're gonna have to name this." Shh. I said, "What is that?" He says, "You gotta call it Silence." I said, "Why it's gotta be called Silence?" He said, "Because when the girls come up on you, they go like, you just don't know what to say. It's just you just shut them up." I said, "Really?" And unbeknownst to me, we named it Silence. And when I moved from Philadelphia to Georgia at that time, the big tagline was, of course, got to get my loud, got to do my loud, you got in the loud. What is that? Well, of course, I'm old school and I don't know anything. That's not my lifestyle. So then we had the tagline, Silence the Loud. So the fragrance have gone everywhere. Matter of fact, we just had a distributor reach out to me out in Washington. Love the smell, amazing. Looking forward to work with him out in Washington State. But man, this is just one of the things, and I have it on the table. Yeah, here it is. It's called Silence, and that's what we're talking about tonight, men. How to take care of yourself. Tara will talk about how to do the inside. I'm gonna talk about the outside, and this is just a fragrance. But you can also use it and not only smell good, but you can also use it in the air and get rid of strong odors. So it really and truly works. People love the fragrance. They use it for many, many different things. Me personally, I travel a lot, so I take this with me into public bathrooms, and it really works. I use this if I'm cooking fish and I want the house to smell, but I just spray a couple pumps of this, and it really, really works. So you got to check out the testimonies. But with the Silence, I have my original product, which is called Arias O'Shea. And then this is great for your beards. Not only are we talking about the hair, but this is also wonderful for beard butter. And it's all natural. Use from the top of your head to the tip of your toes. And when I say tip of your toes, men, I'm talking about them feet. We got to have a conversation, men. Okay. We're talking about men hair care. We're talking about men care, period. Men, I'm here to tell you, I don't know those that are married and those that are not married. No one have time to keep replacing the sheets. Now, you know what I'm talking about when you get in the bed and it sound like, I don't even know if that's the sound. It might be even rougher than that. Like, what is that? Men, you can't be looking handsome, well manicured, smelling great, and when you take your socks off, it's like, who is this? Do I belong to this person? What is going on? Men, you got to do better. You got to do better. I'm telling you. So tonight you need to get yourself some Arias O'Shea, have your baby rub you down from head to toe, and repeat. Repeat after me. Every night, rub it down. Top of the head, tip of your toes. I had a young man come into Whole Foods, and he was looking very dapper. This is back probably in 2000, I want to say 2012. And he was dressed, when I say he was dressed, good looking black man. And I just happened to look down at his hands because he was dark skinned, suit was dark. But I looked down at his hands, and girl, I thought I saw a ghost. I said, "Is there somebody in there?" He said, "Excuse me?" I said, "Is there somebody in the suit?" I said, "Because I'm looking at your hands and it looked like dead man walking. What is going on?" Ooh. He had white. The rest of his body was dark complected, but his hands was white. Men, I'm going to say it again. You have to find a moisturizer for your skin. You have to. I was trying to find my soap. I don't know what I did with it. I put it down. But I have goat milk soap, which some of the men that use it, they call it the dirty old man soap. It is a wonderful soap for moisturizer. Goat milk soap is excellent for eczema, psoriasis, itchy skin. And then you top it off with your original shit. I promise you, those ashy hands, them ashy feet will go away. And with the Silence, I have the soap, the Silence soap. So if you don't want the goat milk soap, the Silence smells just, the soap smells just like this. So you got a layer. So now you're going to clean that body. You're going to moisturize that skin. And you're going to smell good. I got it all. Just go to the website, orielsoshea.com. I'm here to tell you, man, you got to take care of yourself. So, Tyra, tell me about your, as they say, the men folk that come into your salon.
The men folk.
The men folk.
Yeah. Most of the time, the men folks come to me because of the women. So we are very influential over our men. They're not coming in by themselves.
Okay.
They are being referred a lot of times, especially because we're doing services. They need the same services that we receive. So I want to talk about how men use 5-in-1. They use a body wash, it's a lotion, it's a whole, conditioner, toothpaste all in one. Y'all know what I'm talking about? A 5-in-1.
And so most
men were just never taught, how to establish a grooming regimen outside of doing hair.
So they're not taking care of their
scalp. They're not taking care of their scalp. They're not taking care of their hair. We know they're not taking care of their skin.
Because they're using the same product on their face that they're using on their hair. Because the manufacturers are selling it.
This way. A 5-in-1.
Yes, I noticed that. I saw that.
Yeah, if they can make it a toothpaste as well, they would. So most men, when I meet them, they are using a 5-in-1. And so we're just here to educate, our women and our men, because I think it's very, very important that we kind of share our grooming methods, because it's beneficial to all of us, to you, male or female, right? I want to talk about how they shampoo. Instead of using a body wash for shampoo and hair, the biggest complaint is their hair is dry. Right? If they're using a body wash, I don't want to use what I use on my body and my hair.
No, it's not.
I don't know how the manufacturers
are getting away with it. But
well, they don't read. They don't read. It makes suds. It's okay. They don't read.
It makes sense.
We here to tell them that we need a little bit more than just what they're using. That's supposed to be for it.
But
the body wash.
The manufacturer is marketing
shampoo on your hair. Body wash.
But the manufacturer is marketing the product as a 5-in-1. So the men are not just using it that way. You've never seen Dove Care 5-in-1, 3-in-1. It's a shampoo, conditioner, and a body wash.
You know what is quite interesting? Tara, I'm gonna be honest with you. I live in a bubble, because everything that I want, I just make it. And everybody don't have that capability. So if that's how they're selling it, then they're wrong. I want to tell the manufacturers you're wrong. You're just trying to get their money. You're trying to get their money right there. You don't want them to buy pieces, because men don't want to think in pieces anyway. I mean, come on, they really don't.
They're complicated, but not complicated.
I'm gonna answer this question what they're trying to do real quick. Someone said, "Is Silence a very masculine scent?" No. And would a woman wear it? Yes, all the time. What happened, and I accidentally did this, I didn't know. I give all my glory to God. I created this product, and it's based upon your chemistry. So how I smell on a man does not smell on a woman. And I sell it straight across the board to everybody. Everybody loves the fragrance. So to answer your question, I didn't mean to cut you off, Ty, but I saw this question. I wanted to answer her. But yes, to answer your question. Yep, it is a unisex product. It really is. And I didn't set out to do that. It did it by itself. And I mean, I have women that this is all they wear. This is it. But it would, how, like I said, it's a different smell on a woman than it is on a man. Yeah, very citrus, a very citrus cedar wood smell. and people they love it. I mean, they love it. I didn't even realize what I created, and then when I have the soap to it, it just made it even better. So, and it's long lasting. It lingers in your clothes. It stays on you all day. People love it. So,
is it oil in it?
Yes, I have a little bit of oil, just a little bit of oil, because you can't spray alcohol. You cannot spray oil. Yeah, so I had to put a little bit of alcohol in it. So I don't get into with my silence products as being all natural, because I had to put alcohol in it to spray it. I didn't want to roll on. I didn't want that. I wanted a spray. So it has just a little bit of oil in it. So that's another reason why it probably does well with the odors. When you spray it, it just lingers. It just takes, I mean, Tara, when I say takes the odors, it takes the odors right away. Unbelievable. I didn't even know until I moved to Georgia and somebody used it to get rid of some loud, and it worked. And then I ended up sending it to California, and the rest is history. Yep. Gotcha. Yeah. So you go ahead, Tara. Go ahead and finish talking about
what were we talking about? We were talking about the 5 and 1.
We're gonna talk about you're talking about the hair part, and I'll piggyback off you, because I can tell them a little bit about what I have for the men's hair, because you know that whole
they definitely men have the same challenges with their hair and scalp as women do. Dry, itchy, flaky scalp, so they need a shampoo to address that, and they also need to shampoo the hair and condition the hair. So the same products that we use as women are very vital to men. And so I always promote, I talk about it like this: men and women, we all have several pairs of shoes. We don't just wear one pair of shoes. So when it comes to our products, we want to make sure that we are using products that are addressing our concerns and our needs. So if we got a dry, itchy scalp, we should be using shampoo, product for that, peppermint, some type of peppermint aloe or zinc shampoo if it's dry and itchy. And then we want to use a hydrating shampoo for moisture. And then you want to use a moisturizing conditioner or humectant for the hair. So it's really, really important. And then, of course, men, this is where your product come in as well, Maria. We need to moisturize the hair for sheen and moisture, right? So it's for two reasons. We want to moisturize, and then we want that nice sheen, that nice finish on top. Men care about their hair too.
They do.
They are very. They are.
I just need to care about their hair and their feet. I need both of them. Don't just stop at the top of your head, because people think you're cute or you're handsome. I need for you to take care of the rest of your body.
Exactly.
Just don't put a suit on and tell me I'm looking good, and I look down and don't fit.
Yes.
And it go for you women too.
So many
your women don't play. Don't put on the stilettos and the red bottoms, and you take them feet off. You're like, what in the world? Don't do it. Take care of them feet and stay out of them daggone salons. And you can still go get I didn't say you can't go there and get your feet done, but you need to stop allowing them to scrub. And we talked about that. Remember, Tara, I guess with the second or third episode of Rizzo Shea podcast. And you just got to know that by them scrubbing it, that's not a good thing. They're causing more problems. So when I get my pedicure done, because I do go and get my pedicure done, they do not use a pumice stone. They do not use anything to scrub my feet. I use a Rizzo Shea, and I can tell you, I can walk on your back with my feet, and it feel just like baby feet.
Yes, absolutely.
So men, take care of
that. I think that's the grooming part men miss, because we offer that service in my salon and I don't have a big clientele base of men in the cosmetology side, but on the trichology side I do. So I help men regrow their hair naturally, the same way that I help women. Men find their results much quicker because of the length of their hair. They're wearing a very nice short hair. So, normally they're in treatment mode for about 4 to 6 months. They're in and out, and they're getting the results that they want and maintaining. But the same challenges that women face with, androgenetic alopecia, for example, is the same most common alopecia that men experience with their locks, with their fade, with their curly hair. You know, the guys now they're wearing longer length, so they're wearing a taper top. You know, they got a topper with taper sides, and they're twisting the hair up. That hair is dehydrated, it's dry. They're putting tension on it. So yeah, men definitely need to have a regimen, establish a regimen, a daily regimen.
It's very, very important.
It's very, very important. So I think that this is a great platform for us to kind of share, because it's going to take their significant other to share with them the changes in the product that they need to make in their grooming. So ladies, if your man is using a 5-in-1 assist, go in there, help them evaluate what they're using. You're probably buying it anyway. So we need to replace it with the right products. They need a moisturizing shampoo and conditioner just like you. So it's important. Sometimes men don't even shampoo. They just rinse their hair. Sometimes they don't even use a shampoo. So I've heard all kinds of stories. All kinds of stories.
What is it? What's the color with the water? I used to use it a lot. Well, I didn't use it. The men will come in and they have it in their beards and around the hairline, and you just use the water to rinse it out.
Just for
men. And is it Biggin? What's the Beijing? That's it. Beijing.
Mm-hmm.
Beijing. That's it. Yes, I haven't been in the salon in a minute. That Beijing is men's favorite thing to get all that black, and then they just rinse it. They don't shampoo it out because the manufacturer said don't shampoo it. You need to rinse it out. I just need for you to do me one favor, men. Rinse it out real good, and then I want you to part it, and I want you to look at your scalp. Your scalp is black. You got to get that. You got to rub it and get that off of your skin. I'm here to tell you, got to get it off your skin, because what happened is that's a film that's over your scalp. And if it's over your scalp, then you talk about having problems with your hair thinning or falling out, you adding to it. So
it's going to be
an irritation for sure. Definitely.
Yes.
You know, products like Beijing has PPD in it. So it stands for this very long word that I can't pronounce. But it's a preservative that they put in dark colors.
It's like henna, right? Isn't it like henna?
A little different
than henna, but it's a preservative that they put in. You know, Beijing is a big guy. To point of it being like henna, but PPD is a preservative that's normally found in dark colored hair.
Okay.
And over a period of time, people develop an intolerance to it.
Yes.
And it creates irritation. It creates abrasions on the scalp, inflammation on the scalp. They'll start to have pustules. They'll break out. So that's a good point that you made, that you have to, use these products responsibly. Unfortunately, the manufacturers directly are not always practical.
Not for us. See, and that's why it's important we have this conversation, because men tend to read or they listen very well to somebody else. That just because it's on the bottle or the box doesn't mean that's really what it's for us, for our skin type. You got to rinse that stuff out. You have to. When I was using it in the salon, or when the men made me use it because they came in with it in their beard or they had it in their hair, I rinsed it out real good. But I took one shampoo. I didn't care what they said. I shampooed it to get it out. You got to get that film off your scalp. That's with anything. That ladies will know, if you shampoo your hair and you leave the shampoo on there, oh my goodness, it feels just like somebody gave you a facelift. It'll draw your skin
right. It'll dry you out.
Yes. Yes. And it'll start flaking and everything. Oh my goodness. So men, stop playing. Don't be doing what your friends doing, leaving and walking around the street thinking that, oh, I'm gonna get all the color. You can't. Because when the hair grows back, I'm here to tell you. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Ladies, this is 6 weeks. 6 weeks I haven't shampooed my hair. But I want you to know, when the hair grow back, it's going to grow back. I don't care how long I leave the color in. when the hair grows, it's going to grow. Period. You know, by leaving it in for a couple extra minutes or half an hour, it's not going to do anything. So please,
not going to interrupt the new growth.
If it says, I'm sorry, Tara, what you said, babe?
I said no, it's not going to change it. It's not going to interfere with the new growth.
I don't know who told them that. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's not going to change anything. And what's going to happen is you're going to develop, like Tara said, you might develop an allergy. I had this happen to one of my clients. I was putting black color in his hair for many, many, many years. And he was doing it, I guess, with somebody else a long time. His body started rejecting the chemical. And the last time I remember him coming in and he said, Maria, I got so sick. We had to stop using the color. His body rejected. He was actually allergic to the color. So everything that Tara is telling you tonight, Tara is telling you, she's telling you everything that is correct. We can't pronounce the word, but she know what the word is. If you continue to abuse it, it's coming. It's coming through your skin, hunty. And it's not a good thing. And this thing about a man's skin is tougher than a woman's skin, I don't know where that came from. Yeah, I guess you could be a little, skin be a little more harsh, but it absorbs the same way as a child, a woman, or a man. It's going to absorb. So it's not a good thing to continue to put stuff on your skin and you're not taking it off correctly. You cannot put something on your skin. If it was in a box, this is how I used to tell my clients. If it's in a box and you put it on your skin, it's got to come off. Bottom line, it's got to come off. It's in a box. If it was meant to be on your skin, it start growing. You see these moles I have? See that right there? I can't take that off. So men, the same thing. I don't want you to get caught up with just putting stuff on your skin and not washing it off. Anything. It's got to come off. Tara, help me. Tell him it's got to come off.
It does. And the thing is let me tell you how serious it is when we talk about this hair color. And even though our topic tonight is men.
Listen, a friend of mine, he said he used Begin and 57. He said he got burned. Yep. That is absolutely right. You keep using it. Look at this. This is.
But let me tell you, what's even more bizarre is that it can lead to death. So when you have an intolerance to PPD, which is that long word that I'm talking about, but the acronym for it or the initials for that is PPD. It creates inflammation in the body, and it can swell up your throat. So it's not just from your scalp perspective, but it will swell up to the point where it's going to be difficult for you to swallow. So there's been reports of death of people using it. It's going to show you, your body's going to give you signs of the intolerance early. You're going to have irritation on the scalp. There'll be bumps on the scalp. There'll be itching. There'll be swelling. There'll be pustules on the scalp. So that is your forewarning. And people will keep going like, oh, it wasn't that bad. It didn't itch that bad. But it's going to be bad when you can't breathe.
Where do we get that from? The relaxers. What's going on right now? They're suing the relaxer companies because now they're saying it could cause or have caused cancer. This is the same thing. It's a chemical. It does not supposed to be. Like I said, if it's in a box or a bottle and you put it on your skin, it has to come off. With our natural oils, it's going to come off anyway. So, wow, this is. Yeah, we
just want to use it responsibly. I think that's the important part. And sometimes, all the time, we have to adjust manufacturing direction. This can go into so many different conversations.
That's right.
We could start talking about relaxers and how the manufacturer instructs you to use the relaxer every 6 to 8 weeks. And we all know that was a disaster. And now here we are in the evolution of the natural era. So and that's what got us here, the improper use and application of those chemicals. So a lot of times as a professional, I adjust the directions according to my knowledge. So I'm not always using manufacturer direction. But to your point, I totally agree with you 100%, Maria. If you're using any form of chemical, I don't care if it's permanent, semi-permanent, demi-permanent, it doesn't matter. You want to remove that, rinse that. You want to refresh your skin. Even when you wash your face, you rinse your skin thoroughly. Right, and you pat dry, and then you put a serum on, and then put a moisturizer on. There's steps to the regimen for the body or the skin to receive, the application of whatever regimen or products we're using. No different from our hair and our scalp. So, and that's very, very important.
And then when you shave, let's talk about that. That's important. You get razor burn. Why do you think you get razor burn? You get razor burn because your skin is dry, and a lot of times, when men have ingrown hairs, they have ingrown hairs is because their skin is sometimes it's so tight. And Tara, you can contest to this. It's so tight that the hair, when it comes out, sometimes the hair I don't know what to do. It's like, okay, I might as well go on back in. So I've seen ingrown hairs. I've seen people pull out long hairs. Oh my God. And it's irritating. You have to just keep moisturizing, and you have to move that around so you can encourage the hair to come out, because that is terrible. You even have to take a hot towel. The hot towel also will soften it up, and so that hair can grow, because some people hair, when it grows, that curl is so tight, it's just it'll turn back and goes in. Those are the little things. Now, some people have gotten it so bad that you got to go to the dermatologist, and they have to take it to another level. But I'm telling you, if you moisturize your skin, give it some love, man. I'm telling you, man, you got to give it some love. You can't just come out the shower, pat here and there, slap the cologne on out the door. That's not really how your body works. You got to give it some attention. Everybody don't need soap. Everybody don't need body wash. Everybody don't need all the stuff on your face. Find a regimen, just like she said, for yourself. Me personally, every time I use something on my face, I'm thinking I'm trying to get the oil away from my face. It doesn't work for me. I can use water and I pat my skin and I'm fine. But everybody can't do that. If I exfoliate on my skin, I promise you in a couple of days, I've erased up that oil in my skin and I got acne. I'm like, what in the world? What happened? I can't do all that. With men, you need to come up with a regimen that works for you. It's just no different than when you get the razor bumps. Trial and error. And that's another thing too. Men, you got to do just like what we do. You got to figure it out. But
when it comes to men, I mean, the same way that women seek professional advice, and
that's right.
I mean, everyone serves play their role. A lot of times, I mean, I admire the barbers who have stepped their game up, and now they're providing a full service with a shampoo and conditioner.
Yes, I love
that. They get a cut. Those are the professionals that men should be seeking. But for those who don't have that option, then you got to create and establish one at home. And it's not that difficult, because shampooing doesn't have to be an event. You're just doing it while you're in the shower. You're just not using the shower gel, guys. The men need to use shampoo. Okay.
Yeah, because actually in reality, you can use the shampoo. I prefer using the shampoo in your body than sometimes the body wash. I don't know what's going on. Sometimes the body wash can be a little hard.
If you had to switch.
Okay, because sometimes because the body wash has detergent. I mean, I'm not a chemist. I don't proclaim to be a chemist, but I work with a lot of product. I know the difference between a good shampoo and a bad shampoo. And I'm here to tell you, sometimes the shampoo does a better job on the body than that body wash, because the body wash could be anything with just a fragrance, some detergent to make it bubble and put it on your skin, and you come out there, you dry. If you come out the shower and you are dry to the bone, do not say this. Repeat after me. Do not say this. Oh, I am squeaky clean. If your body wash or soap, when you come out there and your skin is squeaky clean, that's not a good sign. That means whatever you use have taken all the oils off your skin. So, man, that's not a good thing. I need for you to find something that when you come out of the shower or the bath and your skin feels like silk. It feels moisturized. That's what you want. I'm not saying feel like mud, like it's heavy. Not that. That's totally different. But you want something when you come out, you can't hear yourself. That's not good. That is not a good product. That means that product had a lot of detergent in it. And when it has a lot of detergent in it, it pulls all the oils out of our skin. So that means you have to do a moisturizer. You ain't got no choice. And we know your men don't like doing moisturizer. So now you done taken that dry skin, dried it off. Now you're putting shirt on. You're putting your shirt on, you're putting your pants on. And guess what happened? The columns in the house, the walls in the house, the doors in the house, you standing up beside them, scratching your back. Okay, I'm telling all the business. Okay, I got 2 sons, been married before. I'm telling it all. I'm telling it all. Scratching the daggone the house about to fall down. You scratching because your skin is dry because whatever you have, you didn't moisturize. You didn't moisturize. That's and this time of year, you got to moisturize. You have to. So that's my.
I think that that being moisturized and having a regimen for the skin is important. I'm mainly focused on the hair when men come in, of course, to see me. But I think that men struggle with finding how to properly moisturize their hair. And one of the biggest issues, the big first challenge, is that they're not using the proper shampoo. But not only that, men need hydration treatments too. Men need to take time. And the great thing is that you guys don't have to groom your hair the way that a woman does. So it's very simple. It's not that complicated, but it's just a matter of establishing that regimen. So in the salon, we offer scalp and hair treatments for men, and we give them a scalp treatment by exfoliating their scalp, because a lot of times men neglect it. So when they're coming in, they have a buildup. So we do a gentle exfoliation of the scalp. We also add different honey treatments to our shampoo services to help give them moisture just from the shampoo itself. And then of course you need that. I have a number one product that I've been using probably for the past 22, 23 years in my salon. And it sells itself. It's a high performance humectant. It is sodium PCA, and that draws water to the hair. So anytime you have a humectant, it draws water to the hair. And my clients, they'll buy it for themselves, but then their husbands will take over their products. So that's a hint, ladies and gentlemen, like get your man their own product. Let them have their own little system. I don't want you guys sharing. I want you to have your own individual system, so that they can have it for themselves. Men like to smell good. They like their hair to smell good too. But women don't like to share. So anytime they come into the salon, they're buying multiple. So not only are they buying it for their husbands, they're buying it for their sons as well as themselves. And don't let it be a daughter in the house. So the daughters and the mother are sharing, and then the son sharing with the dad, etc. But yeah, it is very, very important. And once they get a taste, though, Marie, this is the thing. Once they establish that regimen, they see the difference.
Yes, of course.
In there. So they get excited about it. They do, and they request it over and over again. So it's just, we want to make sure that, I know I do. I want to make sure that I'm providing those services to men, because that's an untapped market that a lot of times we overlook them. But they will buy, and their women will buy for them too. So,
and that's a great. And so my hats off to all the good women out there that's letting their husbands look good or their man look good, because that's important. I'm telling you, I know some good looking brothers, but I don't want them to take that down.
They're grooming their beards too. So they got the hair and they got their beard, right?
Gotta be right. Just gotta be right. I'm telling you. And then of course, men, we understand that, and this is when we was on the Portia show. This was what we talked about as well. Men thinning, in the frontal, having male pattern baldness. There's things out there, and Tara definitely can speak to you about that. My men, I've been blessed that I created a product called Oh My Scalp, and I have the treatment and I have the hemp. So if you're a big girl and big man, the hemp is really, it really truly helps with hair growth if it's not alopecia. Don't let nobody tell you that if you got alopecia and you had it for years, that this miraculous bottle of oil is going to put all those pretty all those pretty strands back on your head, because that's not true. That is a lie from pit of hell. And if I see another commercial come on my timeline on Facebook or Instagram where these people have all this hair and they said it grew overnight, it came in 2 weeks, it came in 2 months, that is not true. We do not grow hair. This hair that's on my head, it took me 14 years to grow this hair. There's no secret, no success other than I kept using my product, and it took time. So I'm here to tell you, and Tara definitely can talk to you about that. There's no such thing. You're going to buy it in a bottle and it's going to put hair back on your head. Now, if that hair has the root and you have not even taken, and ladies, same for you. If you don't take care of what you have, it's just going to sit there. And a lot of times when people use my products, they say, Maria, my hair's growing. Maria, my skin is better. It's because sometimes it just didn't do anything anyway. So if you take something that's dormant and you start massaging it and giving it life, you start bringing that blood to the surface with the root, and that hair it wants attention. If you give it just a little bit of attention, I promise you, if that root is not dead and you don't have alopecia, because if you got alopecia, that's the root is dead. The potential of the growth is great. It is great, but I make no promises. So if anybody tell you, oh, I got all this hair and this is what I use, and you're going to get hair in 2 weeks or 2 months, I'll be taking that stuff off my timeline. That's crazy. Stop telling people that. That is not true. It doesn't happen like that. And as professionals, we know. See, somebody gave us a thumbs up. Professionals, we know that's not right. And you take people money because you're giving them hope. And that's not hope. That's just a flat out lie. So like I said, what you see right here, all of this came in years. Needs to be shampooed, but it took years for this. And this didn't happen overnight. And see, and I got gray hair. See, this is real gray. And I got edges too. You see the edges because you see the gray hair. So this is real.
That's a good point that you made. I mean, the truth of the matter is that the only thing that makes hair grow is blood flow. Right. So if there's no blood flow, the hair won't grow. So unless you're using something, and it's not going to be in an oil form, I'll tell you that right now. It will be in a topical. It definitely will be a topical. It will be liquid, but it's not going to be oil. It will not penetrate beneath the epidermis to the dermis where the follicle is. So the goal is that when we're using anything topically on the head to make it grow, it has to promote and open up the blood vessels and promote blood flow. And if it's not, then of course, like you said, they're just selling a dream. And I think that it's important that men know that, right? Because we're using these different products and these oils, and people are confusing growth with retention. There's a big difference. There's a difference when a product is helping you with retention versus helping you with growth. The body is going to grow the hair. Okay, not an oil.
That's right.
So when you talk about that massaging, you're stimulating blood flow.
And this right here, if you apply something to your skin and it stays like this and it doesn't go anywhere, and then when you rub it, it has a shine and it doesn't disappear like this, you need to throw it in the trash can. Because if it stays on the top of your skin, that means it's not penetrating. So you haven't even, there's no purpose. It's just like Vaseline. Vaseline doesn't penetrate. You put Vaseline on your top of your skin, guess where it's going to stay? It's going to stay on the top of your skin. It's just like shea butter. I love shea butter, but you have to use shea butter with other things. You have to break it down. You have to make that molecule smaller. If you don't make the molecule smaller, it's not going to penetrate. That's why when people use shea butter by itself and they sit in the chair and they get up, their imprint is still in the chair because it doesn't absorb. It has to be broken down. So, because when I tell people I use Original Shea in my hair, this is what made my hair grow over the last 14 years. You use that in your hair, but I have 13 ingredients. That's why it's not called shea butter. It's called Original Shea. So you have to break that butter down. And with anything, you see, look at that. See how it just went into my skin? If your product does not go into your skin, if it doesn't penetrate, it's just sitting there. And also if it clogs your pores, that's another thing. And nothing going to grow because now you clog the pores. Where the hair going? Where's it going? So you're adding issues to yourself. So you have to read, you have to pay attention. And men, like she just said, Tara said, there's all kinds of ways that you can do. Everything doesn't have to be topical. She's the person that you need to come to when you have tried everything and it's not working. Then she can break it down. She can tell you about your diet. She can tell you about things that you're doing that might be causing your hair to be stressed and fall out. And if it's hereditary, it is what it is. Isn't that right, Tara? It is what it is.
Well, I mean, like we said on the Portia Show, all hair loss is not permanent, and prevention is everything.
Right.
That's the goal, to stay in prevention mode. So if you have knowledge of your grandfather and you've seen his hair pattern, then there's just prevention mode that you want to go in and you want to address your diet, because a lot of times, although androgenetic alopecia is a combination of hormonal and genetic predisposition, you can make adjustments in your lifestyle to slow that process down. It may not be inevitable, but you're going to slow it down. So you may not lose your hair at 35. It may be at 65 or 70. So we just want to use some of the knowledge that we have of our family history, right? To make adjustments in that diet, to make adjustments in how we groom our hair, having proper grooming regimens like a shampoo. Most men don't shampoo. And so you'd be surprised how many men use a bar soap to cleanse the top of their hair. Do you not know what that's doing? You think that it's going to dry their scalp out.
Yes,
right?
It's going to dry out.
Healthy hair equals healthy scalps. If they don't have healthy hair scalps, then they're not going to grow any hair. So we just want to make sure that we use this information and we don't take it in vain, and I think you made a really, really good point about products penetrating into the skin. And if you're overusing oils, men, especially like pomades, like wax, what was it called? Murray's and
yes, Murray's, let it waves down. They let it waves down, but when your hair starts thinning out, you need to leave Murray's alone.
Yes, so I encourage my men and women to use products that are going to mimic your natural sebum.
That's right.
Avocado oil, coconut oil, something that's very light and molecular weight and is water soluble. Not only that, it is a humectant. So there are oils that are humectants. Coconut is, and so is avocado. So those are like two of the main ingredients that I love to use in the salon. That's not heavy, and it will help moisturize and penetrate the skin and scalp, and not in a adverse way for growth. So it's really, really important. But that massaging that you talked about, the stimulation, that's where the shampooing part comes. It's not just rubbing that bar soap on top, man. I'm in the dating on the dating scene, and I mean most of these men are bald. I don't want a bald head.
Okay, well, and even the bald headed men, I need for you to listen to this. You still need to massage the head. You still need to moisturize. Don't walk around with no tight, dry scalp, Men, just because you're bald, that doesn't mean you don't take care of your head. You got to take care of the head. That's your scalp. At the end of the day, you just cut the hair off. That's all you did. It's still your scalp. You have to have your scalp taken care of, because what happened is you start peeling. You start getting spots. You get razor burns because your scalp is dry. I'm here to tell you, you got to, it's bald. Okay, yeah, you don't have to do anything to the hair, but it's still skin. You got to take care of your skin. So don't neglect that. So whatever you're putting on your face, or if you, especially if you still have a mustache or beard, I need for you to moisturize the skin. I need for you to moisturize your face and moisturize your head. You just have to. Just because you don't have hair up there.
Well, the truth of the matter is still.
That's right. It's still a scalp. That's it.
Shampoo is not just designed for your hair. It's designed to cleanse your scalp as well. And so, you know, we talked about this on another episode where we talked about pH and balance. What you're going to use on your face, you're not going to use on your scalp. Right. And when we talk about how tight that skin is, that's microtension. So that's because it's not being released. There's asphyxiation underneath the epidermis, and so they need to massage it so it can release. And notice a lot of times, sometimes men have bald shiny heads.
Yes.
Right. And that's because there's an imbalance. They need to balance out the oil and the sebum release. So you want to use the right product. You still want to, like you said, shampoo properly, use the proper tonics on here to balance out the pH and on the scalp, perhaps maybe a witch hazel, something out of that sort, but to keep the balance happening, because you don't want a shiny bald head.
You want to be natural. You want it natural. I don't want my hair to be shiny. I need for my hair to be natural. I don't want shiny hair. I want natural sheen hair. That's when you know, oh, that's real hair. When you see something that's real shiny and it's thick and it looks healthy, I guarantee you a lot of times that's not real hair. Because real hair can't take all that. Don't produce that oil. It can't take all that oil. It can't. No.
And your body is going to produce sebum. So that's it's going to give you what it needs. So a lot of times we don't have to add so much extra product to the hair. This is for women especially too, men as well. But we don't have to add so much more product. If we are healthy and we're eating well, then we're going to have an active sebaceous gland. If we're eating improperly, the body is going to tell them. You're going to see the oil. You're going to see a higher production of oil. And if there's some balance, then that means, okay, there may be some synergy and balance within the body. So that is really, really important.
And you know, my biggest thing, drink your water. Oh my goodness. Drink your water. Hair growth, beautiful skin, but you got to drink the water. You coffee drinkers, okay, the caffeine, if that's your thing, but you got to get that. What is it? Is it 6 to 8? It depends on your weight. But for me, I have to drink 16 ounces. That's par to my body weight. I don't mix 6 glasses every day, but I try real hard. It's a struggle. We might get 3 in there. We might get 4. But if I get 6, baby, that's a great day. But you have to drink, because we are, what is the percentage? Are we 80-90% water? What's the number, Tara? The percentage of
I think it's about that. Yeah.
So if that's what we are, then that's what we have to replenish. And that makes the difference between your skin looking like this at 60, 70, 80 years old versus your skin looking, what they call it, crepe skin. It makes a difference. It makes a big difference. Drink your water, men and women.
We talked about the water last week, and the importance of it. And one thing I wanted to add is that when we're drinking properly, it's not even so much that it's going to the follicle or to our hair, but our body is functioning properly. And now the blood is able to carry. First of all, we're going to have the proper volume of blood. And now when you have the right volume of blood, then you have good circulation. Now the body is going to be forgiving, and now it's going to take care of the essential organs, and it's going to go to the follicle, and it's going to deliver all those vitamins and minerals and nutrients that it needs. So drinking water just optimizes your health. and your body and your organs are performing the way they should. So naturally, everything is just working the way it's supposed to. So I know that's always a big question. Like, does water affect my hair? Does it affect my skin? It affects your health.
Yes, that's right.
And that in itself is what could make a difference and affect the entire function of your inner being. So that's really, really important.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope and pray that you got a lot out of this tonight, because I sure enough that I learned some things myself that's why I love talking to these young women. They're in the salon, they're beating it every day. They know exactly, they're seeing it. I know what I've seen. And I'm just sharing my experience. But Tara, this conversation, we could talk about this on and on and on. But men, you got to take care of yourself. Yeah. You really truly do. If you're looking for a woman, please, please, please get them feet taken care of. I'm trying to tell you. And yeah, if you want to do the manicure, I'm down with the manicure. But the manicure is not tearing them sheets up. I mean... the manicure ain't tearing your sheets up. Them feet is tearing the sheets up, tearing your shoes and your socks. You want to know why your socks got holes? That's what's going on. Take care of them. So listen, we will be back January the 8th. We would like to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Please be safe out there. Take care of yourself. And, you stay tuned. We got more to come. And thank you so much. I love questions. Thank you guys for participating. Yes. Mario, thank you very much for sharing with us your experience. I really appreciate you. And I guess, Tara, what do you have to say for these young people that's going on, or young and older people that's going into 2024?
We will see you in 2024. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned, everybody. You take care. Happy holidays, everyone. Be safe. Take care. Bye-bye.